Speculation around Stefon Diggs' absence at mandatory minicamp continues to swirl. Lots saying that it was because Stefon Diggs renegotiated his contract to get DeAndre Hopkins here, but the Buffalo Bills failed to do so. Now, a lot of people think that this is just false, but there is a little bit of truth that could come from this, and that's the fact that Stefon Diggs came out on Twitter once the Buffalo Bills were rumored to be interested in DeAndre Hopkins. Stefon Diggs sent a handshake emoji to DeAndre Hopkins in agreement, stating, hey, look, I'm okay with you coming here, even though I like to have a lot of targets, even though I'm the number one wide receiver in Buffalo, I'd be fine with DeAndre Hopkins. And it was so nice to see that Stefon Diggs would welcome DeAndre Hopkins, right? So I think there is some truth to that, but the false facts around it are that Stefon Diggs is unhappy with his contract, that us renegotiating his contract made him extra upset. I don't think that's the case. I really don't think it has anything to do with his contract. I really believe if you watch my previous video breaking down the difference between Chad Hall, Adam Henry, the continuation of this offense continuing to evolve under Ken Dorsey, the Bills always wanting a number 2 threat. We started talking about it last year after week 2, week 3, after Mike Tomlin started double covering Stefon Diggs and then putting his best corner on our number 2 option. So teams really started doing that. Once the secret was out, everyone else started doing it. So is Stefon Diggs upset that the Buffalo Bills didn't bring DeAndre Hopkins here? I don't think so. I really don't believe that's the case. I think Stefon Diggs coming with that emoji showing that he was in agreement to have DeAndre Hopkins here just further reiterates the fact that Stefon Diggs, he doesn't mind having a number 2 option. He doesn't mind having 2 great wide receivers here in Buffalo. So really, is it about just feeding Stefon Diggs? Is it really about giving him all the targets? Or does Stefon Diggs feel as though that this offense just isn't good enough schematically or from a player talent aspect? So does Stefon Diggs not believe in Gabe Davis to be that extra threat to get Stefon Diggs one-on-one? So I think there's a lot to unpack with this. And I think it's important to know, the Buffalo Bills, we're starting to evolve. Josh Allen has evolved, and I always thought we were allocating so much money to the wide receiver position between Stefon Diggs, Cole Beasley, John Brown, Emmanuel Sanders, having a lot of money allocated to that wide receiver position. You look at someone like Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady always taking less on his contract. The Patriots never really bringing in a top dog wide receiver other than Randy Moss. So, and, Tom Brady was good enough to get the job done. And what that did was it allowed the Patriots to allocate those funds to other positions, such as their defense, their offensive line, right? Now, I'm not saying the Buffalo Bills should move on from Stefon Diggs. I don't think the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen is to the point of where Tom Brady was, where you could get away with throwing to these unknown wide receivers. Now, will Josh Allen eventually get to that point? I believe so. Will he get to that point by the time Stefon Diggs' contract expires? Very close. It's going to be very close. And if not, how many more years would it take? And, and then if that is the case, we got to find a top dog wide receiver through the draft that could be a true number 1 wide receiver. Now, Justin Shorter, who we just brought in, is a big-time sleeper in the draft. You listen to the NFL Combine with Brandon Beane, always hyping up Justin Shorter. They've had their eyes on this kid for years. And, they know his value in special teams, but they want to see what he can become as a wide receiver. Khalil Shakir, is he capable of being a true number 1 wide receiver in the NFL? I think it's tough to see a 3rd, a 4th round draft pick become some big time name in the NFL, right? To become a Jamar Chase, to become someone great like that, it takes time. takes time. You know, I don't think you're going to come out of the draft as a 3rd-round pick and all of a sudden start playing like a T. Higgins, right, or someone. So very, very interesting stuff. I really think the Buffalo Bills are on the right track. Winning heals. Winning is the answer to everything. Buffalo Bills, I mean, what, 13-3 last year? I mean, absolutely unbelievable season. And, you know, I really think, you know, we always say there's more meat on the bone. There's a lot more meat on the bone for Bills Mafia. There's more meat on the bone for Stefon Diggs. And what's so frustrating, I think, last year is knowing what this team is fully capable of. Now, last year with the injuries and all the off the field stuff, but what this team is capable of, we're capable of doing things the NFL has never seen before. So instead of lowering our standard, instead of lowering our expectations, saying we're hoping to be this, hoping to be that, we should be aiming and striving to do something the NFL has never seen before, setting NFL records just like Josh Allen has done. Stefon Diggs and Josh Allen, the most dynamic wide receiver quarterback duo combination in the NFL, and you couple that with all the surrounding talent for 2023, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, James Cook, you know, Dalton Kincaid, or 1st-round pick. Get hyped up, Bills Mafia. But I want to show you my camping situation. Those of you guys have been following my little story here. I am driving across country in my Toyota Corolla hatchback. Currently in Colorado, New Mexico border here, watching the sunrise behind me. We're going to be going to Great Sand Dune National Park in a little bit, but I'll go in my car, show you guys what I got set up. Oh, we got it here. Got my pillow, my little mattress, got my cameras. It's kind of a mess. My drone here, my Jackery. You guys could see. Usually I make coffee, but I forgot I stopped at the gas station. I got this espresso thing here, which is dope. And then I got my one wheel. It's my one wheel GT. I've been riding that all over the place. Someone mentioned my last video, oh, you gotta black out the windows. Check this out. So I got this screen mesh, so you could actually see right in. Keeps the bugs out, keeps it nice and airy and cool and stuff. So it's been awesome. Watch, I had all the stars. I mean, the sky around here is just unbelievable. It's been so great. Cannot wait for the Bills 2023 season. Be kind of giving you guys Bills video updates like this whenever I can, and then also kind of showing you my setup here, the Toyota. You can see all these grasshoppers. Look at all the bugs. Freaking wild here, guys. Freaking nuts. Destroyed all these grasshoppers. But so kind of consolidating things here. I do have another channel, Matthew Manziel. You guys could check that out too. You guys will probably get like 4K clips over there and everything. But appreciate you guys. Go Bills.